You're joking, aren't you? It's the Teesside Chef.
So you know how it is. You work hard all day, and there's me grafting away there. And you just want a quick, easy dinner recipe, don't you? Well, I've come up with a dish that's quick, easy, tasty, meaty, and healthy-ish. And it can be made in just a few minutes, so let's get started. So first off, wash all the coal dust and misery off your face and get a well-oiled pan on a medium-high heat. Next, you want to chop a medium onion. Now you can chop the onion finely like I'm doing here, or chop an onion any way you like if you want to save a few seconds. It makes no difference, really. I have a couple of chorizo sausages here, not the cured kind, the sausagey kind. But any fatty, tasty sausage of your choosing will work well too. And you need to strip the skin off the fatty, tasty sausage of your choosing before breaking it up into small, bite-sized pieces with your other sausages, your fingers. And while all that's been occurring, the pan has become hot enough to have the onion introduced to it, and let's give it a stir to even it out a bit before lobbing our broken up sausage straight in. Now we need to cook this lot for at least a couple of minutes to soften the onion and to cook and render out some of that fat in our fatty sausage, and you'll be good to move on to the next stage once the onion has been fully coated in that sausage fat. And the next stage is adding a teaspoon or around 3 cloves of minced or finely chopped garlic, which will cook for around another 30 seconds before going in with a standard sized tin of chopped tomatoes, and let's be a big bunch of tossers and toss this all around a bit to incorporate before adding around 200 to 250 grams of chickpeas. Now you can use any bean or pulse of your choice here if you like. You can even wash a tin of baked beans and put them in if you want. I mean, they're still beans, aren't they? And crank the heat up to high now because we're on the clock before adding a heaped teaspoon of tomato ketchup, and let's build up the flavours with half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and a teaspoon of dried basil. And I hope you're timing me here because I'm almost done. I'm going to give this lot a good toss and a stir. I've cooked this on a high heat for 3 or 4 minutes now, and if you find it drying out a little bit, add a touch of water or stock to loosen it up. Knock the heat down to very low and take a taste, but don't take all the skin off the roof of your mouth like I did when I taste tested this. Blow on it first, eh? My chorizo sausage was the mild rather than the spicy kind, and I like a bit of heat, so I added a level teaspoon of chili flakes, and my taste test stroke mouth burning exercise told me a little more salt was needed for my preference, so I added that. And that's it. A sumptuous, meaty, satisfying dinner in under 8 minutes with all the food groups represented. I think. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not even a real chef. Chickpea and Chorizo Stew, which can be served with rice, potatoes even, or just on its own in a bowl with bread. And it's great after a day working down the pit in a flat cap. See you next time, everyone, and thanks for watching. Ta-ra.